What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. As usual, I gotta say thank you so much to everybody that has been liking, subscribing, commenting, turning on the bell notifications. You guys are freaking amazing. Thank you so much. That being said, I wanted to talk about something that happened yesterday, okay? So, as you can see, right here, I did a review on Seele. All right. Now, the reason that I did a review on it yesterday is because I saw a huge community discussion, lots of concerns popping up. Nobody was really coming to the forefront with any actual information regarding the project. All right. If we come over here and we notice last night, okay, yesterday, Doug Polk Crypto did this video, Idiots Selling Cryptocurrency Courses. It's time to stop. The video was mostly about Suppoman and how he was promoting this ICO of Seele, which is what I covered yesterday in my video. So it turns out that a lot of people in the community are pissed off because Suppoman built up a lot of hype, okay, leading to his ultimate ICO, which he then was selling his other courses to get access to his private Facebook group, which then in turn, Facebook group members, unfortunately, learned that they would have to pay another $10 just to find out what the coin was. Okay? So that's part one of the story. Part two of the story is then, if we look at this article that came out actually a week and a half ago, it says impersonators scam Seele ICO investors out of $2 million of Ethereum. And if you scroll down here, you could see that in response, they created a warning, but then they've also completely muted their Telegram group. There's a lot of people that are wondering, was this an inside job? What's going on? We saw the recent hack with BitGrail and everything else. So going back to my video, I was surprised to see how many negative comments. People were telling me that they're unsubscribing, people telling me that I'm paid to shill coins. Yeah, it was really upsetting actually, because the truth is that I went out of my way to actually take the time to read the white paper, give my honest opinion on the coin, and what happened was, it looks like people didn't watch the video. They literally read the title, saw the picture, correlated it with the news, and instantly just lumped me into a category of people that are apparently paid to just shill coins and talk about whatever project is the hot topic at the time. That really upset me, guys, because I built this channel from the ground up, and my sole purpose was to create honest community discussion regarding projects, coins, and advancements in the cryptocurrency space. I saw that this coin had a lot going on. A lot of people were talking about it. Nobody was doing their research on the coin whatsoever. I didn't see any technical anything regarding what was going on, so I decided to make a video, actually do research, dive into the white paper, and all I got was complete hatred for it. So, that being said, guys, I decided to take the video down. And then you know what happened? I got even more people telling me, oh, he took the video down. See, I told you. So, that being said, guys, I wanted to take an opportunity, since obviously so many people didn't watch my video. Here is a condensed version, okay, of exactly what I was speaking about when I did my research on the coin and the red flags that I had seen. And if you actually watched all the way to the end, I clearly stated that this had red flags and I would not recommend getting involved in this coin. So now I would like to show you the condensed version for everyone that didn't feel like actually watching the video itself. Seele is empowered by an upscalable neural consensus protocol for high throughput concurrency among large-scale heterogeneous nodes and is able to form unique heterogeneous forest multi-chain ecosystem. That's literally the first thing that you see when you go to this website. I don't know what any of that means. Apparently, they're claiming that they are blockchain 4.0. Now, right off the bat, guys, I just have to say, blockchain 4.0, can we allow 2.0 and 3.0 to do their things? How many blockchain generations are we going to jump to in the next year? It's going to be 4.0, then 5.0, then 6.0, then 7.0, then 10.0, then a million point oh. It's like, guys, can we just develop on the actual blockchain generations we have now? But yeah, guys, Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that throwing around the term 4.0 generation, I mean, can anybody just, if I just basically take, say I copy and paste open source, right? I just copy and paste Ethereum, copy and paste NEO, I take the code, I change it a little bit, I change the consensus algorithm. Does that automatically make it a 4.0 generation or a 5.0 generation or a 6.0 generation? Or, like, my question is, how do you deduce that you can become a bigger generation than you actually are? Like, I don't know, for me, it's like, when does it end? 12th generation, 100th generation? So I'm just curious as to where this is coming from. And one of the biggest concerns that I have, seriously, I mean, I have to be honest with you. One of the biggest concerns that I have is when you scroll down to the bottom and you look at partnerships, okay? You see things like Oxford, Stanford, UCLA, all right? The University of Edinburgh. And when you actually take a look at it and you look for proof of these partnerships, there's no partnership proof of Stanford, Oxford, Imperial College of London. None. There's no proof of any of these partnerships. There is no official partnership that's actually being brought to the forefront. So in my personal opinion, how can you claim to have a partnership when you don't actually have a partnership? You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't just be like, oh, I went to this school, so we're partners just because I went to this school. This particular ICO is closed to US investors, Chinese investors, Singapore, Canada, and South Korea. What have I said previously? Look what happened with Ucash. When people get involved in something without truly understanding the tech and they just get involved simply because of hype, they're not in it for the technology, they're not in it for the progression, they're in it for the money. Crypto is a scary place, it's a volatile place, and unfortunately a lot of people are into things just simply to make a quick buck. And I would be extremely cautious in getting involved in a coin of this nature. That's my personal opinion. If you don't like it, then all I could say is get involved, buy the ICO. Listen, guys, it's your money. If you want to buy this coin, buy this coin. I have no freaking idea, guys. But all I can say is that right now, there is the red flag. There is the red flag. There is the red flag, considering that they don't even have a minimal viable product, or maybe they do, but we haven't seen it, and we're not even going to see it get launched until the end of this year. There is the red flag that their partners are not verified. I would be extremely cautious in getting involved in a coin of this nature. And I would be extremely cautious in getting involved in a coin of this nature. And I would be extremely cautious in getting involved in a coin of this nature. And I would be extremely cautious in getting involved in a coin of this nature. So there you go, guys. That is literally what I was trying to say in the video. It's really unfortunate that a person like myself can spend so much time trying to bring genuine, honest information to all of you out there, and to have people basically just look at the thumbnail, read the word Seele ICO, watch about 5 minutes in, and then instantly assume that I am just saying, throw all your money in, this is a paid advertisement. I mean, guys, if I was getting paid for this, I gotta be the worst marketer of all time. What company is gonna pay me to tell you to watch out and not buy their coin, okay? So that is done. It's swept under the rug. I have no more interest in this topic. I am really sorry for those people that felt how they felt about it, but I will tell you one thing. That is what bothers me about the cryptocurrency community. Somebody will literally watch a video on YouTube, then watch my video, not even watch it, just watch the first couple seconds, and then instantly lump me into a category of a bunch of people trying to shill a coin just for monetary gains. That to me is completely irresponsible. I don't stand for that. That's not what I'm about. To those of you that unsubscribed, all I can say is you guys are missing out, because I generally provide nothing but good content on this channel. I don't monetize this channel. I don't ask for donations. I don't get paid. There's no ads. I don't do paid promotions. I don't do sponsorships, okay? I literally wake up every day on my own free will. I don't sell courses, and I just give the honest information that I see, and I give it to you in its purest form. And I think that's why my channel has grown to the level that it has. So, unfortunately, I took the video down because, honestly, I'm tired of hearing the negative comments, people not actually watching the video. And on top of that, it's really sad that people in the crypto space are still not doing their own research, not doing their own due diligence. They're watching YouTube videos like my videos and not even really watching them, jumping to conclusions. And I worry for people that, not only the people that said things to me that I felt completely were out of context, but also, what are these people doing with their money? Is anyone doing their own research? Is anybody actually taking the time to look into the projects that they're investing in? I mean, I made it so obvious that this company had red flags. But whatever. Let's move on. I wanted to talk about some other things that are going on today. We got to go back to talk about one of my favorite coins of all time, and that is clearly NEO. Now, if you notice, Binance listed their first NEP-5 NEO token, which was Red Pulse. Now, this has created a lot of speculation. People are wondering what is going to be the next coin that's been listed. And if we come over here and we look at CoinMarketCap, we could see right here, right in this area, if you look at NEO coins, you have Gas, Red Pulse, Deep Brain Chain, Trinity, Q-Link, zeepin, and the Key. All of these coins are having tremendous gains this past week. We have that's Dimcoin. We have 34% for Red Pulse, 31% for Deep Brain Chain. Now, Trinity, we haven't seen as much growth, but Trinity has had plenty of press in the past. But then you see Q-Link with a 38% gain, and zeepin with a phenomenal 52% increase. Now, I think that this has a lot to do with the rise of NEO. They are now going on another tour, which you can check out. And on top of that, zeepin, which is another reason why I think they're having this spike, is that they actually partnered with a major insurance company. I found this on the NEO subreddit, and if you come down here, you can actually find the YouTube link where it's in Chinese, but it's translated. So you can see that zeepin actually is securing a partnership and they are moving forward. So that is really freaking awesome. Obviously, guys, NEO to the moon. And everyone's wondering what's going to be the next coin. So I don't know, what coin do you guys think? I mean, we could see probably if you're going to go in order of the way that the coins were released after Deep Brain Chain, then I guess next we would see Q-Link, right? So Q-Link would be the next one that's been listed, although a lot of people are speculating that it might be Apex. So keep your eye on NEO, guys. It's going to be a really big year. I think these NEO tokens are going to do very well this year. And just got to say, I think it's the year of NEO. But you all know my stance on that. In other news, if we take a look at the market cap, you may have noticed we have a new number 5 contestant. Yeah, that's right, guys. Litecoin. Litecoin has officially bumped Cardano out of the number 5 spot. Now, I have been a Litecoin fan for a long, long time. I personally use Litecoin for all of my transactions. When I buy in on Coinbase and I want to go instant to an exchange, I use Litecoin. When I want to go from one exchange to another exchange, I use Litecoin. And a lot of people say to me, well, what about Ethereum? Well, I love Ethereum. It's great, but sometimes the network gets extremely congested. And I've had times where I've had an Ethereum transaction happen in a matter of a minute, you know? But I've also had where I've had to wait hours to almost a day for an Ethereum transaction. And it's because of that uncertainty of the network. Sometimes it works really, really great. Sometimes you got to wait a day. I don't like that uncertainty of the Ethereum network, so I personally choose to go with Litecoin. So what is causing this pump in Litecoin? Well, outside of the fact that there's been a bunch of really good news, things coming out of Arizona for possibly accepting cryptocurrencies, other companies talking about integrating cryptocurrencies into their payment methods, one of the major things is that they are actually introducing a Litecoin to fiat payment service. And then there's also the Litecoin Cash fork, which is up and coming. Now, if we come here, we could see that Litecoin is introducing LitePay, which is an instantaneous payment processor allowing vendors to instantly convert Litecoin transactions into fiat currency. This is going to launch on February 28th. I got to be honest with you. I am looking to get involved in LitePay. It's funny because I talk to everybody and I'm like, Bitcoin is cool. I don't mind these credit cards that I could pay, but I just want Litecoin because for me, Litecoin has just always been my go-to. It's been a solid hedge. It's been a good coin, and I'm really happy to see this. And if you come down here, you could see, excuse me, let me scroll down a little bit lower. You could see that Charlie Lee actually made a comment on Litecoin Cash, and he said that the Litecoin team and I are not forking Litecoin. Any forks that you hear about is a scam trying to confuse you to think it's related to Litecoin. Don't fall for it, and definitely don't enter your private key. So one of the things that I noticed too is I watched a video from Ivan on Tech where he actually looked into the tech specs of Litecoin Cash. And it's kind of funny because Litecoin has always been somewhat of a test net to Bitcoin. They did SegWit. segregated witness before Bitcoin. They did the Lightning Network before Bitcoin. They were doing atomic swaps before Bitcoin. So Litecoin has always tried to be a little bit ahead of the curve, a bit of a test net, if you want to put it that way, for Bitcoin. So it's interesting to see that in the video that I watched with Ivan on Tech, he actually says that the technology of Litecoin Cash is actually inferior to that of Litecoin. So that's a very interesting prospect that we should definitely consider. However, I am extremely bullish on Litecoin. It's been one of my favorite coins back since I first saw it around, well, when I got in, it was like $30, but all price being aside, it's an excellent utility token, and I highly suggest everyone take a look at Litecoin for a pretty stable hedge, and it actually has really amazing transaction properties that have worked for me. So, yeah. All right, moving on to other news, I wanted to also point out that Forbes had a Fintech 50 for 2018, and the list included 11 blockchain companies, including blockchain.info, which is one of the largest Bitcoin and Ethereum wallets currently, all right? So, yeah, you can come down here and see that there were also mentions, but they have Veeam, Robinhood, and yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say here is that if you have 11 out of 50 coins that made the Fintech 50 for 2018, that means that 20%, 1/5 roughly of the companies being talked about in the Fintech 50 are blockchain related. So once again, everyone that thinks that this is a bubble, this is the end, I would definitely have to say that this is probably the beginning, okay? Because blockchain is the future. And like I said, unfortunately, it's difficult for these companies to get involved in blockchain because it's a relatively new technology and they're scared to get involved. They don't know how to get involved. They're not good with coding or development. So I think that over time, we're going to see these kind of bridge coins that are going to bridge the gap. Like I said with Ontology is going to create that trust from businesses in the real world to the NEO ecosystem. So seeing companies adopting blockchain and seeing blockchain technologies be included in the top 50 list for 2018 definitely puts a smile on my face and lets me know that blockchain is definitely the way of the future. And yeah, that's all I can say about that, guys. That's pretty impressive. On other news, I wanted to talk about Lisk. Now, Lisk has been a coin that I've been following since around $2, all right? They are essentially aiming to do the side chains, all right? They're going to have first of all, they're JavaScript. We all know that. And they're also going to be focused on mobile because mobile is really important. Obviously, everyone has a computer at their fingertips. It's called your cell phone. So the thing I wanted to actually say was that Max Kordek, who's the co-founder and president at Lisk, announced that he's creating something referred to as the Pioneer's Vault. Now, the Pioneer's Vault is essentially a place where he is going to store Lisk for future development. Actually, he says he will personally pledge 1,700,000 Lisk to the initiative. This initiative is going to help projects that are going to develop on Lisk in the future. There's a couple frequently asked questions. He says, I will solely support projects which intend to conduct an ICO or already have an ICO running on Lisk. I do not believe in company shares and I'm only strictly focused on Lisk projects. I have an internal investment guide in place. However, it is not available to the public. And he also says if you're a developer, you are able to apply here. You can hit him up if you're trying to get involved, if you want to run something on the Lisk platform. That being said, looking forward, what is going on with Lisk ICOs? Well, if you look at this article on investinblockchain.com, it says 4 upcoming Lisk ICOs and projects that will expand the Lisk ecosystem. Those 4 are Sapiens, all right, which is building a blockchain platform that will allow users to manage certifications, records, and reputational data. Then they have Moosecoin, which silly name, I'll agree, but it is a multifaceted, decentralized organization for musicians that tackles ownership rights, music distribution, and royalties. Then they have Moracle, which is building decentralized and programmable oracles. Okay, so oracles are essentially the way so you have smart contracts, you have APIs, and the oracles are going to be able to utilize the outside information and create that smart. All right, so for example, say somebody, I bet you that tomorrow it's going to be 45 degrees or something. and you say, I bet you that tomorrow it's going to be over 50 degrees. Well, the Oracle would essentially tap into APIs of things such as weather services, right? Reports about what's going on. And then it'll be like, oh no, the temperature outside is 65 degrees. So the guy that said it was going to be lower is going to lose. The Oracle will relay the information to the smart contract, and the smart contract will execute. And then if you're going to do predictive futures or something of that nature, then the appropriate individual will be rewarded, all right, with whatever they said. So that's basically what that is. And then also Coin Angels, which is looking to, it says actually it's a notable project that Max Kordak and Oliver Beddows are advisors. I don't know how to pronounce that name, sorry. So it's the blockchain and non-blockchain startup accelerator that uses the power of angel tokens and the voice of an angel to holders to help digital-driven companies in their early stages. So yeah, honestly guys, 4 ICOs coming up on Lisk. That, to me, including the fact that they have the upcoming event in, I believe it's Berlin on the 20th, where they're going to release the SDKs and also maybe have the rebranding or the relaunch. I don't really know. We don't know if they're going to have a new name or whatever. So that is also in that news. And let's talk about the markets in general. Let's talk about it as a whole. What's hilarious to me is that the US says that tax filing services says that only 0.04% of customers reported crypto to IRS in 2017. Guys, that's okay. It's funny because we all got into cryptocurrency to get away from the system. Now the system is pissed off because we're not reporting our earnings. But the thing is crypto moves at such a fast pace. How can you possibly even report what you're making or what you're doing? You know, even if you're going to, so they want you to report everything down to every little individual trade. Now, listen, if you come in through Coinbase, you only have 4 options. You have Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash, okay? I usually come in with Litecoin. I'll take that Litecoin, I'll transfer it to an exchange, then I'll instantly convert it into Bitcoin, which then I will buy my token with and then send it to a wallet. So you're telling me that I have to record all of that? Obviously, there's not an easier way for me to get access into the coins that I want using a fiat gateway. So yeah, it's really difficult to report your taxes. You know, they say even right here, according to Williams, the tiny amount of cryptocurrency tax filings reported by Credit Karma points out the difficulty in accurately reporting your crypto gains and losses. Okay, obviously. He said that there will be more than 2 cryptocurrencies trading a day, and that would take at least 3 or 4 hours every week to record tradings against gains and losses, taking into consideration volumes and volatility. So that being said, guys, report your taxes, but first figure out how the heck you're going to do it, because I don't know how to report. I mean, one day I'm up here, next day I'm down there. You know, I've seen swings in my own portfolio of $150,000, $200,000 in a day. How the heck am I supposed to report that? All right. So that is something that I think we're going to have a long-term issue with. Definitely reporting taxes. I think it's definitely going to be a very interesting thing to figure out how we're going to move forward doing that. On a side note, I wanted to talk about, I haven't spoken about this on my channel, but the Lightning Network, which is going to be the second layer application to sending and receiving Bitcoin transactions, where basically you're going to put all the transactions into almost like a little packet, kind of keep it, and then at the end of the day you can kind of batch out, somewhat like how regular credit cards work nowadays. It's almost like an IOU system. It's going to cut down fees and it's going to create faster transactions. But what I really wanted to point out is that today we are up to 2,605 nodes with over 8,715 channels. I literally checked this out one day ago and we were at 2,400. We have seen 205 nodes in just one day. That is amazing, guys. So that shows you that obviously there are so many people involved in this space. You have the miners, you have the people running the nodes. This is not going anywhere, and I'm really happy to see this. Now, a lot of people say that the Lightning Network creates centralization. That may be so. However, when you actually look at cryptocurrency, or for example, Bitcoin, okay? So Bitcoin is a finite amount, right? So as soon as we use a second layer application, we're then creating centralization around the system. However, if I actually had $100 bill right now, and I handed it directly to you, okay? That would be like a Bitcoin transaction. But what if that $100 is in my bank account? How the heck can I get that $100 bill in your hands if you are on the other side of the world and I want to do it cheaply, fast, okay? What's the most cost-effective way I could do that? Well, I'd swipe a credit card, or I'd send you a payment via PayPal or something of that nature. Second layer solution. So unfortunately, we are still dealing with these primitive ways of sending and receiving transactions. However, this is an extreme advancement for the Bitcoin network, and Lightning Network, in my opinion, although it may be semi-centralized, it all depends on the hands that it falls in, and it all depends on the way that we look at it. You know, some people look at it as putting a tab on a bar. That's taxable, whereas sending it underneath the table would not be taxable. So I really can't say much about that. But what I can say is that at 2,605 nodes, there's obviously some extreme interest in making sure that cryptocurrency survives. The miners are still mining Bitcoin. You have these facilities that are consuming so much electricity to keep this network running up and strong. So I don't know. I just want to take that and just think about it. You know, obviously, if people didn't believe in it, if people didn't think that this was a trustworthy cause, why would these people be running nodes? It's not like they're being compensated for it, you know? But let's talk about some uplifting news here. So the Pantera Capital claims that the next Bitcoin run is mere weeks away. I highlighted a paragraph right here. According to Pantera Capital, it is only a matter of time until the market turns around again. More specifically, they predict the Bitcoin price will see some major bullish momentum in the next 2 weeks. They initiated a 71-day countdown when the Bitcoin price started slipping. They've calculated that Bitcoin has lost 64% of its value since reaching its all-time high late last year. It is quite a steep retracement, but one that was bound to happen sooner or later. So obviously we know markets go up, markets go down. But I have been in this game long enough to notice that when Bitcoin falls, there's that stagnation period. There's that freak out period, right? You have the China FUD. You have South Korea regulations. You have JP Morgan calling Bitcoin a fraud. And most recently, you have the downturn that happened just this past month. Now, everyone's freaking out, right? But what I'm telling you is from experience, what usually happens is then Bitcoin starts to gain traction again, right? It starts to go up. You find your altcoins start to lose their Bitcoin evaluation. Bitcoin starts to run up to the moon. So then you're going to see like a $35,000 Bitcoin, right? And then what happens after that? Well, then the big investors, they take their profits, the whales take their profits, Bitcoin price tends to fall, then it stabilizes, and then the altcoins go on their next bull run. So either way, the best advice that I can give you guys, obviously not financial advice, but always hold a small portion of Bitcoin in your portfolio to hedge yourself against these bets, and then make sure that you're invested in coins that you truly, honestly believe in, and be ready to hold or hodl during the Bitcoin bull run where you may see a little bit of a decrease in Bitcoin comparative to your coins. But every single time after that, the altcoins come back with a vengeance. They make their rally. Crypto is once again a beautiful place to live. And then we move forward. And also, I have to say, it better go up, because if not, this guy over here is gonna, well, he's gonna eat his you-know-what. So, that being said, I hope that we reach a $500,000 Bitcoin, because I really don't want to see this man perform such a heinous act on television live. That being said, guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for staying all the way to the end. You guys are the best. I appreciate everyone that has the ability to read between the lines, do their research, understand that there are a lot of people out there that are scamming people, taking advantage of people, and spreading FUD and lies. And I hope that you guys do not think that my channel is one of those, because it's totally not. I'm here for you. I just want to spread honest, genuine information in the crypto space. Hopefully, we can move forward, make better decisions, and go to the moon together. So buckle up, get strapped in. Here's the spaceship. get ready for blast off. All right, guys. No, seriously, thank you so much. Everyone that's been smashing on that like button, I see you. I read your comments every day. Also, I just wanted to let you know that we are almost at 10,000 subscribers. That's amazing. Seriously. I am so unbelievably grateful. So what I plan on doing is when we hit 10,000 subscribers, I will officially be doing my first ever live stream, guys. So like you could talk to me, I could talk to you. It's going to be awesome. And I will be doing a special thank you in the form of a giveaway. Yes, you heard me right. I will be doing a giveaway. All right. Now, details to be announced, but I will be releasing my Telegram group, which you will be able to get involved in, which then you guys can figure out what my giveaway is. But until then, I wanted to tell you guys thanks again for coming to my channel. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. I freaking love you guys, all right? And until next time, stay crypto and peace out.